What's going on, boys and squirrels? Today I got nothing better to do, so we're gonna put a catch can on this Hyundai. And I put my the bird shit all over it. Oh no. That's okay. We're gonna open her up. Gonna give her a she's a little bit stuck. Probably doesn't she doesn't smell too good in here. I haven't been in this thing in like a little over a week. After the whole Rona virus thing, I can't really drive her around much. But let's give her a good cold start. Let's watch those RPMs for me, boys. We prime the gas a little bit. Oh yeah. She fires up good. Alright. Oh, copyrighted again. Let's go and throw her in reverse. Park her on the other side because we gotta move this trailer out of the way. Oh fuck me, I didn't look behind me, I almost hit some fucker. I'm not gonna show this on camera right now, but there's a lot of people, I don't want to film kids, but there's a lot of people taking their kids to the park. Like, I don't understand. There's a lady with like 4 kids taking them to the park to go play. Like, come on. Don't be a freaking Debbie disease spreader. Stay home, man. Just a little update on my how to fix rust video. Didn't work. She's a little bit rusty. That's okay. There's no Bondo on the inside. Don't say nothing. This side's not any better. That's okay. Anyway, the reason we are here is to we gotta put a catch can on this pig. Now, I don't know where to put it. So let's go look at the catch can for a second. Okay, we got Amazon special catch can. Now the reason why anybody would install this on this vehicle, so let's give this a little rundown. So this is a 1.6 liter Hyundai Accent motor. It's a GDI engine. Basically what that means is gas direct injection. The reason it's a GDI, gas direct injection or whatever, it's basically, it sprays the fuel directly into the engine because it wants to give you optimum powers, you know? This thing has got a lot of horse puppies, you know? But anyway, what happens then is there's no fuel being sprayed on the intake valves, and they basically build up a lot of carbon and stuff, and they get pretty dirty. This thing has been reliable for me. Besides blowing the head gasket for my own issue, like, you know, you can't give her the ketchup too much. If you let her sit in the ketchup, she's gonna overheat. So a couple of times actually, I let her sit in the ketchup too long, and she blew the head gasket on me. But good old reliable. Put a Amazon special head gasket and rebuilt the whole top end for about $100. And by rebuilt, I mean I just put new gaskets in it and called it rebuilt. But while I was there, I noticed there was a lot of carbon buildup on the piston heads. So I did the right thing, and I didn't even bring them all up to top dead center or anything like that. I just pretty much, I took a wire wheel and a drill, and I pushed into each cylinder. I scored up some of the walls, but that's okay. No big deal. But they're all clean now. And I went ahead and I took the intake valves out kind of and just played with them a little bit, scratched them out, this way there's not too much carbon buildup on them. And basically now I'm going to do some preventative maintenance. So you want to do that between head gaskets blowing up. Oh, look at that. We got that. I just ripped it right off. That's not good. Preventative maintenance, I'm going to tape that with some electrochemical tape. But yeah, so we got to find a place to put this, and it has to be vented up. Look at that. It's got like a little thing I can hold. You can take a sip out of it later. It's like a tea kettle. You when you catch all the oil, you pour it back. You pour it back in, basically, right? Okay, so the PCV, I think it's here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I can see it in there. Okay, so basically this has to go here. But if I do that, it's gonna rattle around. So I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna put it. I could put it like here, right on the edge. I don't know, like I put it here, but I don't know where to put it. Maybe in the front by the battery. It'd be cool if I put it up against this wall because it has 2 little screws there. But I can't do that because I got an AC on this pig. I'm gonna put it there, and I can run some hoses along there to there. and it'll be out of the way. There's a perfect little spot. So what I'm going to do is, see, I got these little screwy boys here. I can make a bracket that comes out from here out to there and then screws onto this. So let's make something really quickly right now. So I found this piece of metal. We're gonna end up having to use this because basically I don't have any other metal. So this is actually part of the accent actually. It was used to hold up that, I guess, not plenum, whatever that cover that make it all fancy on the top of the engine bay that hides all the mechanical stuff away from the normal whatever person looking at it. But yeah, so I ripped that off. We're gonna grind it down, cut it up, and make it into the bracket we need. But I basically just flattened everything out with a hammer. Now that piece is pretty much as straight as it's gonna be. And now we can start cutting it up and making it to where we need it to be. So at this point I haven't actually measured anything. I'm just going to start cutting away and see what happens. So essentially, I want to make something like this. So there's the two little holes that'll bolt onto the car, and there's the two holes that will hold onto the actual catch can. So let's start measuring this out and see what we need to do. So another little update, I know this isn't really pretty, but from here to here where it bolts onto the car, it's going to be about 1.5 inches, actually not about, like exactly 1.5 inches from the inside diameter of these holes, so I can weld it up just like that. Now these are supposed to be spaced apart 3/4 of an inch, so I might have to grind down this guy a little bit just so she overlaps like that. And then I'll try to get them straight as possible, in line with each other. I'm not going to measure it, but it'll be good enough. So this will bolt onto the car, and these will bolt on with this. And then, because of the fact that there's a little bit of extra gap behind there that I need to put some nuts behind, I'm just going to go ahead and put some little bit of washers on these ones just to space it back out. It'll be ghetto, but it'll work. Okay, boys and squirrels, well, she ain't pretty, but she'll get the job done, I think. I got lazy and didn't feel like filling out the welds properly, but this is the contraption I've made, basically. So this piece here that sticks out randomly will hold against a piece of plastic to keep it from moving up and down, I guess. Which is pointless because I already have 2 bolts already here and 2 bolts up there. And there's only one issue. I think the way I had it originally in my head was to make them side by side identical. But if it doesn't work and this is too high, I'll just cut that and bring it down again. No big deal. Okay, I found some bolts that thread into there. One is nice and one is not so nice. But there's no problem, no one's going to see. I'll put the ugly one on the bottom. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and bolt everything together. Right here, it's a little bit dirty because I welded it on, but I'm going to bolt everything together and see how that works. But I got to wait a couple minutes because this is drying right now. Let me go put the tools away for now. Okay, so we've got the catch can mounted in here. Doesn't look too bad. So again, I've got the 2 bolts over there in the bottom. I've got bolts behind, nuts behind the bolts, just to space this out a bit. Then I've got the bracket going up with a slight bend and curve that way. This way these screws can have a little bit of room here. And also there's a lot of AC stuff going on here. So basically it's above the bottom hose and right beside the top one here, and it just clears the bottom one. There's some plastic stuff there, a couple millimeters from it, but none of these things really flex much anyway. But so it actually fits without touching the HUD. I could always remove this or bring it lower. I'm gonna have to figure out if I can have a vented one. I don't know if I can have it vented. I don't think so. I'm gonna have to probably plug that and make it a closed system. But I have the bolt for that anyway. I can just put it on there. It's just the vent looks cooler. But I think I'm gonna keep it a closed system. So we're gonna run it from here back to the inlet, and then over here, the outlet will go back into here. It'll be kind of weird because it's gonna have to do like some curvature and shit, but would have been nicer if I could reverse this, but I'll let you know how it goes. The kit came with is really weak and susceptible to kinking. It's very thin, and the way this is gonna work is it'll come out of the outlet, come around back here, loop back around into there, which is kind of awkward, or I might find a couple of T's to make that work, but right now I can't do anything like that. I'm gonna have to order it online and wait till it comes in like a couple months, but for now that's basically where it's gonna sit. I'll leave the catch can in there, and yeah, I'll pull these crappy Amazon quality this hose out, chuck that away because we're never going to use that, and that's it for now. I guess it's pretty simple how the rest of this is going to work. I'll show an update video, but basically the end goes to the in, or sorry, like this outlet goes into the inlet there, and then the other one coming back down will loop over and come back this way, and I can zip tie them together real nice like, and that's it. That's basically how you would install this boy. Everything else is up to you if you want to run this or not, but yeah, so take care, Comey here, boys.